Hello and welcome to this week's video talking about cell phone or mobile phone use at work. When is it okay? When is it not okay? Every workplace is different. Some workplaces will let you use your personal phone to help customers, to clock in and out, check your schedule, other kinds of work activities. This rule will be different at every company. Sometimes they'll give you a phone to use, in which case you should use the work phone, not your personal phone, if they give you one to use. Sometimes they'll ask you to use your personal phone for work activities. You won't be forced to do that usually, but it is something that happens sometimes in some companies. It is never okay to make personal calls or be texting your friends when you are on the clock at work. That's a rule at all jobs. You do not make personal calls on company time. Most companies have rules about cell phone use at the workplace. Here are some standard rules that might apply when you get to your job. You need to read the manual and make sure that you know what the rules are. Here's some typical rules. Cell phones are only used before work, during breaks, during lunch, and after work. During the workday, cell phones must remain out of sight and in silent mode. Unless specifically allowed by a staff member, headphones and other listening devices may only be used before, after work, and then potentially at break. Cell phones must be kept in your locker, your backpack, or other location away from yourself and away from other employees. If an employee needs to make an emergency or important call, they should talk to their supervisor and ask to step away or into an office to make that call. By talking to your supervisor first, that's going to help keep you out of trouble for being on your phone at work. Let them know it's important, that you have someone you need to call or you're expecting a call, but talk to your supervisor and that's going to help a lot. Employees may be subject to disciplinary action or getting written up if their use of their cell phone disrupts the work environment. Examples of this include bullying people, harassing people, unlawful recording or photographing people without their permission, or violating other work rules. Some places don't allow cameras inside their factories and things like that, so make sure you know the rules about cameras and about phones when you start your job. The business and its staff are not responsible for any damage or theft of your cell phone. Your employees must properly secure and take care of their own phones. Now we're going to talk about cell phone etiquette. Etiquette means manners, courtesy. Mobile phone manners involve following common courtesy when using a cell phone in public. Everyone gets annoyed sometimes by someone who's being loud or not practicing proper cell phone manners. No one wants to hear your phone conversations. Stay tuned for more cell phone etiquette tips. Let's talk for a second about your ringtone. Make sure that your ringtone is not annoying or offensive to anyone around you. It should be G-rated. It should be appropriate for work or to be out in the general public. And then while you're at work, you should keep your phone on silent or vibrate. 8 simple rules for cell phone manners. When it's not possible to have a private conversation, either let it go to voicemail and call your friend back, or step outside to return the call. If it's not possible, keep your voice low and your conversation very short so that you're not bothering everyone around you or letting everyone hear your personal business. Number 2, anytime you're in a dark place with an audience, the light on your phone is bothersome to other people, and the ringtone is bothersome. Make sure your phone is turned off and that you're not using it and causing light distraction at theaters, observatories, museums, places like that. Be courteous of the people around you. Number 3, keep your voice low. Phones have very good microphones. You never ever need to yell into your cell phone. The people on the other end will be able to hear you just fine, plus everyone around you. Number 4, use the 10-foot rule. Stand at least 10 feet from other people when you're talking on your phone. Okay? Keep it short. If you must talk in public, keep the conversation very brief. Say what you need to say, get off the phone, or tell them you're just going to call them later because you're not in a place where you can have a long conversation. Okay? Number 6, don't be rude to the people that you're with. If you're talking to someone else, don't take a call in the middle of your conversation. Don't ever pick up the phone from someone else if you're on a date. Don't do that. Don't be cruel. If you drive, do not put your phone up to your face while you're driving, or even hold it in your hand like this. Cell phone use while you're driving is illegal. Use Bluetooth or wait until you get where you're going. And also, be considerate of the people in the car with you. Maybe they don't want to hear your conversation, right? Number 8, use common sense and turn your phone off any place where you need to keep it quiet. Obviously, job interviews, important meetings. Leave it off at funerals, weddings, any quiet places, courthouses, libraries, museums, churches, houses of worship. Keep your phone on silent. Sometimes even the vibration makes noise, so sometimes we have to turn it all the way off. It's just common sense and common courtesy. Just to recap, remember your phone manners. Be courteous with your phone and the people around you. And remember that when you're at work, it's not okay to use your phone for personal reasons while you're on the clock at work. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.